Hello, my name is Kenndal Evans and I work alongside Zachary and today I will be presenting a video presentation that applies to risk management principles to pools and natatoriums. Moreover, I will use a few legal cases which will support our discussion that will further the understanding of the process, plan, and practical treatments of risk management. According to a written document by Duncan Kirk, he stated that in 2005, there were over 600 reported drowning fatalities in swimming pools, of which nearly half were children under the age of 5 years old. In addition, tens of thousands of people have swimming pool accidents that require an emergency room visit. Most of these fatalities or injuries could have been avoided by maintaining the pool, adopting risk management principles, or enforcing the pool rules. From a case presented in 2017, there was a personal injury lawsuit filed by the father of a young boy who drowned while swimming in a pool at a condominium complex. The father filed a lawsuit against the condo association based on three things. First, there was no lifeguard on duty. Second, there was not a floating rope to show where the deep end of the pool started. Third, the address of the condo complex could not be seen from the pool. Later, the court ruled that it was a lack of adult supervision and not negligence of the condo's part. Based off this case, one thing that we must remember when operating a pool is to make sure the address is visible from the pool deck. Always check to make sure that the ropes are still secure across the pool, and make sure the schedule always allows enough hours to staff the pool from open to close. Therefore, to set the stage, here's a brief look at some of the basic considerations that all swimming pool facilities should or are recommended to have. All pools should have a physical barrier around the entire pool area to limit access. Fencing or walls are recommended to be at least 4 feet high with vertical slats less than 4 inches apart. There should be self-locking and self-latching gates. Latches should be higher than a young child's reach. Indoor pools should always have controlled access for owners and their guests only. In case of an emergency, facilities should have rescue equipment available such as life jackets, ring buoys, and floating shepherd's hooks. In case of a minor injury, facilities should always have a first aid kit available. In case of a serious emergency, facilities should have an emergency phone near the pool and emergency numbers posted. Additionally, depth markers should be posted both inside the pool and on the surrounding deck. This will tell swimmers how far to go. Also, swimming pool areas should have non-slip surfaces around the pool and on the ladders and steps. Moreover, the drainage system should be inspected by a professional to ensure that it is not entrapped or entangled, hazardous for swimmers with long hair. This is especially important with older swimming pools with a single main drainage. A safety vacuum releases system might need to be installed. As a side note, this is even more important for hot tubs and spas. All pumps, filters, drains, lighting, ladders, etc. must be maintained in good working condition. All electric outlets and lighting in the pool area should have ground fault circuit interrupters. Moreover, pools should have chemicals stored in locked areas. Use of safety and float lines in the pool where the bottom slope deepens should be essential. And with many pools located outside, the outdoor pool should be properly covered in the off-season. Lastly, for indoor pools above ground floor levels, you might strategically place water sensors under the pool to detect all leaks. Here's a look at more legal cases that were caused by a lack of unequal risk management plans. In this specific article, there was a boy who injured his leg at a city-owned pool. The reason why the family decided to sue was because they said that the pool's diving board was not properly maintained, which caused the accident. For risk assessment purposes, the staff should have properly checked diving boards, chairs, ladders, and etc. to make sure that everything was working properly and safely secured. The Ohio Supreme Court sided with the family of the boy who injured his leg at the Natatorium swimming pool, which later allowed a civil suit against the city in the matter. The justice was made by anonymous decision, said a state law granting civil immunity to local governments. However, the family of Michael Hawson did not seek damages following the 2006 incident. According to the ruling, the complaint allegedly that the city was negligent in the care or control of its pool or diving board and that the negligence caused the injury suffered by mental health. The pool is within a building that is used in connection with the performance of a government function. In this specific article, there was a young boy and his family in a lawsuit against the company that operates a swimming pool in a residential community. The suit alleged negligence in operating, supervising, and managing the community pool at the lakes of Brightwater, claiming that the company did not exercise that ordinary care that would be exercised by a reasonable and prudent operator and manager of a community pool. To avoid mistakes such as this case, the company should have practiced more risk management assessments with their staff. It is essential to make sure that there's a lifeguard working at all times. The lifeguard should never take their eyes off of the water whenever there's an active swimmer. In this specific article, this accident occurred when 27-year-old Martinez was swimming with his mother and 11-year-old brother at the Hilton West Chase Hotel. As the 11-year-old boy swam toward the edge of the pool, the underwater lights came on, sending a surge of electricity through the water. The boy's mother tried to save him, but was knocked unconscious by the electrical field entering the pool from a malfunctioning pool light. Martinez entered the pool in time to save his brother, but was unable to survive his own injuries. Martinez's mother and several other family members survived the incident and brought a civil lawsuit against the hotel owner and manager. Ways to avoid situations such as this case would be to install ground fault circuit interrupters, which are safety devices that would have cut the power to the pool in the event of an electrical accident. According to investigators for the state of Texas and inspectors for the city of Houston, these devices would have saved Martinez's life. Lastly, in this specific article, there was a North Carolina family that reached a settlement after 4 years. Jaquan, who was 9 at the time, couldn't swim and was found at the bottom of a pool during his field trip. When he was pulled out, he was rushed to a local hospital. He spent weeks in the hospital, which there he survived, but now he is unable to walk or talk and needs constant medical attention. Ways to avoid situations such as this would be to have more supervision available with more active lifeguards, since there is a field trip withholding dozens of children. Thank you for listening, and I hope that you enjoyed.